Hey YouTube, I just got back from watching Shutter Island, and the film was so freaking creepy. This is creepy on a whole different level. It's not a gory level. It's a whole different kind of creepy. It's like intense images to their max creepy. And the the creepiest part about this film for me was Jackie Earl Haley's 7 minutes in the film. He was so creepy in this film. He was definitely the creepiest character in the film, and his line in the film was fantastic when he's like this. This is my little impression of him. Okay, so he goes, "You just riding the maze. You just ride the maze like that." You know, that's my impression of him in the film, he was freaking creepy as hell. You have to see this film. You have to see it. It is so amazing. And this is Leonardo DiCaprio's best performance, hands down. You know, normally I don't like him in a lot of films. You know, Titanic's not, my favorite with him in it. You know, a lot of people like Titanic. I thought it was too mushy, you know what I'm saying? But this is his best film. I think horror films are great because they get great performances out of actors, you know. I didn't like Jessica Biel that much, and then I saw the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, and it totally opened up my eyes because I saw what a great actor she was. And seeing this film, I can see what a great actor Leonardo DiCaprio is. And the film is so freaking creepy. If you want to watch a film this year, go see Shutter Island. And I cannot wait to see Jackie Earle Haley as Freddy. It was so creepy in the film. He was perfect. And Ben Kingsley was fantastic in it. What a great actor. He owned that role. He was so good in it. You have to see this film. It's so good. There's like past imagery mixed with the, all mixed with all this messed up imagery. There's this scene with a whole bunch of rats on the island. It's so creepy. And there's war imagery mixed in. One of the creepiest parts is where Leonardo DiCaprio, he sees his wife and he goes up to hug her, and then she turns into ashes, and it's like raining down ashes. But like right when he's gonna hug her, she's like bleeding. It's like so creepy. The imagery in this film was intense. Martin Scorsese made this film creepy as hell. He is such a great director. Raging Bull, Goodfellas, and this film, Gangs of New York. This guy's a genius. He makes films the way they are. And when I told my dad he was going to direct a horror film, my dad was like, "Oh, he's going to be perfect for that. I mean, Goodfellas was one of the goriest films ever made." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that movie was kind of gory. I bet this film's going to be pretty gory." And he definitely did not hold back on the intense imagery. Let me tell you, this was one of the most intense, films you'll ever see. Seriously, it was so creepy, and it was like a whole new level of creepy. Like, I don't want to give anything away, but there's some really disturbing imagery in this, and it's just so well put together, and the performances definitely stand on their own, and that's what I have to say about this film. This film was fantastic. What can I tell you about this? Jackie Earle Haley is one of the best actors out there. He really owned this 7 minutes of fame, and Shutter Island. Let me tell you, it was intense. Like, holy crow! Like, whoa! Like the whole scene with him. Wow. And he's such a great actor. He got nominated for an Oscar in Little Children, and he played Rorschach in Watchmen. Now he's gonna be the new Freddy Krueger in Nightmare on Elm Street remake. So for all you people out there that love Shutter Island, get ready for Nightmare on Elm Street remake, because if you love Jackie Earle Haley's performance in this film, go see a Nightmare on Elm Street remake, because he's gonna bring soul and depth to the character, and he's gonna bring back the darkness of Freddy. So all the fans out there that like Shutter Island, you're gonna want to see that film too, and that comes out on April 30th. Cannot wait to see that film. And Shutter Island is definitely the best film that I've seen so far of 2010, and I absolutely loved it. And I think it's the best film with Leonardo DiCaprio in it that I've seen, and I think it's definitely one of the best Martin Scorsese films I have seen. It's one of his best. Definitely up there. And this just shows that he can make horror films. And there's just so many great scenes in this film, and so many twists and turns, and that's why it's so good. It's like a full circle, and it all comes back to a different idea. And the one you start off thinking one idea, and then it changes, and then it changes again, and that's what's brilliant about this film. I mean, pretty much expect the unexpected, and even when you expect the unexpected, it changes out to be something totally different. That's what's so great about this film. It cuts you off guard. You're just like, what? And that's what's awesome about this film. And definitely the creepy, intense imagery, and how everything comes together with the flashbacks, and how the flashbacks all reveal what's going on. It's just, and the performances in the film are some of the best performances I've seen in any horror film. So I would say go see freaking Shutter Island. It's amazing. And the imagery in that film is fantastic. There's like World War II imagery, and then like shooting all those Nazi soldiers for nothing because of all the horrible things they did, and he feels regret for doing that. And then he has all this weird imagery of all the Jewish people that got killed, and like that's floating around in his head. Oh man. And then there's like this really creepy scene where they're like showing this shot of the Jewish woman and her child, and the kid opens his eyes and he's like, woo, and you're like, what? And that's creepy as hell, seriously. The movie is one of the creepiest films I have ever seen. But it's creepy on a whole different level. It's like, you're just like, wow. Like, holy crap. You just have to see it. Go see Shutter Island. You will not regret it. I give it a 10 out of 10. My movie theater in my town also gave it a 10 out of 10. And I have to agree with them. It's the best film that I've seen in 2010. And, yeah. And the film really is really well put together. Everything just comes together so well. Like, so awesome. Just go see this film. You'll love it. And that's my review. And have an awesome night.